Hello everyone, welcome back to Mystical Blog channel where we dey give that and that and ogbonge gist wey dey fly up and down from inside the palace of Ile-Ife. My correct and wonderful people, how una dey? Yes, so they get one saying wey dey talk say if you can't beat them, you join them. And look like if they're waiting Pastor Jerry they see for this case of Queen Naomi where she dey do her final ritual inside the palace of Ile-Ife. Yes, let us give you guys some flashback or some memories wey be say we don dey do since and we say we don dey gist about for inside the palace of Ile-Ife. Everybody knows about the rituals of Queen Naomi and how the Ifa priestess has said that Queen Naomi is going to partake in the midnight ritual, which Queen Naomi has opted right from the beginning of the ritual. And Ifa priest, and Kabiyesi had to plead to Ifa priestess who was in charge of that particular ceremony in the palace of Ile-Ife. But along the line, if a priestess come dey talk say, okay, this is how she go take do the thing for Queen Naomi. Say for the from the first two or second to the last ritual, she's going to what attain those kind of partake in that midnight ritual. But this is where the matter has now been buzzing out in the Christian associations and the pastorals and everything. Not that they are not supporting Queen Naomi not to come back to the palace of Ile-Ife, because in the Christendom we believe that marriage is something, even though it's traditional anyhow, but so far when a man and woman comes together in amicably and the father and the mother settled and everything. So Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi has been very, very parted for a very long time. But we know the prophecies also, the Christian association also, or the Christian brothers also in the Christian society knows the prophecies and everything, especially when it comes to royalty, because also it did for inside their Bible. But right now, Pastor Jerry Eze has been contemplating on the issues and seeing the way the Oloris in the palace are trying to maneuver that particular midnight ritual, because he has said he has seen countless visions, countless prophecies and voices coming to him and warning Queen Naomi about the midnight ritual. Yes, he has seen countless visions coming, countless warnings and everything coming about Queen Naomi. And we know how the Christian societies, the pastors, and Queen Naomi is an evangelist and stuff like that. And Queen Naomi is also a well-renowned person in the palace, and in Nigeria also, with her philanthropies and the way the way the elevator, the Oloris try to do one or two things with the Agodi Correctional Facility incident, the Banofon incident, but it still increase her status, increase her fame, and increase her name in the society or in Nigeria also. So my correct and wonderful people, the matter waiting for grant right now be say Pastor Jerry Eze has sent strong warning, better one. Tell her say make she dey very, very careful. No be say in the stop her not to do the midnight ritual, but this time around she needs to be very, very careful, because definitely they say give Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give God what belongs to God. So right now in the palace of Ile-Ife, Queen Naomi is she's kind of doing the needful she has to do, because it is what she signed up for marrying a traditionalist in the palace of Ile-Ife. You have to see different things from a different angle. Yes, and this is reality that is talking to Queen Naomi, or this is reality that Queen Naomi has to face in the palace of Ile-Ife. But right now, as she's facing the reality, facing everything, the Oloris in the palace have started doing their autonomous, and that is one of the warnings Pastor Jerry Eze has been telling Queen Naomi from the starting of this ritual. If you watch very, very well, from the starting of this ritual, Pastor Eze has been warning Queen Naomi, sending Queen Naomi message, telling her that this midnight ritual where you want attain, or the way you want partake in, that you go dey very, very careful. Don't be saying that you say make you no do am. But the way the Oloris are behaving in the palace of Ile-Ife, the way things are going on in the palace of Ile-Ife, my correct and wonderful people, you go see say, go no go, go no go at all for Queen Naomi side. And that is why Pastor Jerry has been telling her. We heard that Pastor Jerry was like telling her that he has been calling her for a very long time. Yes, she's a busy kind of person, and he himself also is a busy kind of person. But this is something that she not go neglect. She not supposed to neglect her. Yes, she's not meant to neglect this message that is coming to her. And if you watch everything that is happening now, right now in the palace of Ile-Ife, Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi, they're on the verge of doing their final ritual in the palace. And we have the phase 1 of the final ritual and phase 2 final ritual. And that phase 1 and phase 2, definitely according to the tradition of Ile-Ife, they must partake in the midnight ritual. And which is why Pastor Jerry Eze has been what? Calling for Queen Naomi. Telling her to what? Know how she will apply wisdom in all these things which she did do. Yes. Knowing why she's going to know how she's going to apply wisdom in everything. So my correct and wonderful people, looking at how this matter take the before inside the palace of Ile-Ife, looking at how everything take the align and take the design for inside the palace, waiting be the main thing now. What is Queen Naomi going to do? What is Kabiyesi going to do? Will Kabiyesi go extra measure or extra places again to what? To talk to the Yanifa, because this is the final moment which they don't do for inside the palace of Ile-Ife. Yes, this is the final moment though, when we say they don't do for inside the palace of Ile-Ife. My correct and wonderful people, how would I take this CMO? Because this one making a choke mouth inside the matter. Because this one at the final moment wey be say they don dey, will Kabiyesi start what? Arranging everything, or will Kabiyesi start what? Doing all the whole things he has to do in the palace of Ile-Ife? Because I don't see Kabiyesi opting out from all these things, or Kabiyesi doing all the whole things he has to do. I don't see Kabiyesi doing it. Because Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi is something that they have sat down together. They don't deliberate on them. They don't dialogue on them. They don't do everything. And look as if Queen Naomi accepted it. But we know that God will continue protecting her and Queen Prince Tedinika in the palace of Ile-Ife. Because you cannot trust anybody in the palace of Ile-Ife right now. The only person she can trust is only herself. Yes, both Kabiyesi is not trusted because Kabiyesi can still change his mind. The Ile-Ife elders also are still what? Going to change their mind in the palace of Ile-Ife. So these are all the whole things that Pastor Jerry has stated in his warning. Saying that she needs to be careful, especially from these Oloris in the palace of Ile-Ife. He said he cannot intervene in the marital issue of Kabiyesi, but the procedures for her to go back to the palace of Ile-Ife and everything, that yes, so this is what God has been sending him. That yes, so God don't even they talk and say Kabiyesi na her husband. Say make you leave every things where the evil ones don't portray inside the palace of Ile-Ife. Yes. Say make you leave everything where the evil ones they try to say the Oloris them hand they inside her particular marriage, because before they don't even come inside the marriage, or before Kabiyesi don't they marry them one by one, they don't see say you go be the person wey go block everything for them, and they don't know say the juju way they do go so fade. Yes, they didn't know that the juju way you do, when they do, go still fade inside for their hand, and that is what he's trying to do. Because Kabiyesi now is now what? He's not more listening to everything where these people they do again in the palace of Ile-Ife. Kabiyesi is not listening to everything that these women are saying in the palace right now. That is why Pastor Jerry has been saying it, that these women are going to come in different ways this time around. They are going to come in different angles, different ways. So my correct and wonderful people, how would I take see this matter? And the thing be that how would I take see everything way Pastor Jerry don't talk for inside this palace of Ile-Ife? Because if you watch everything we don't they go on now, yes, something is missing. Because Queen Naomi shut down the palace of Ile-Ife as of yesterday. After church service, she walked straight down to the what? To the palace to do her cleansing. Her and Prince Tedinika. And what Pastor Jerry was even trying to say, so everything comes start to manifest a little by little. As Prince Tedinika got missing inside the palace of Ile-Ife, till they found it, till they found him inside the Miriam room. To show that they have started conjuring everything in the palace. They have started conjuring things and things in the palace of Ile-Ife. All their final mind is let Queen Naomi not come back to the palace. That is it. Let Queen Naomi not come back to the palace. My wonderful and correct people, how would I take see this matter? Yes. How would I take see I'm making a chook mouth for this one, no? Because this one will be small thing where they Kabiyesi them and Queen Naomi they fight for inside palace. from one frying pan to another. Na wetin Pastor Jerry dey try tell Queen Naomi say make she avoid any frying pan wey she go fly enter fire. Yes. Say make e no try find any fire wey she go enter. Say this one be say e don send wetin God don tell am say make him do. He has said it o, that Queen Naomi should what? Be very, very, very careful. That Queen Naomi should be very, very careful with the way she's going to do with her midnight rituals. Because he cannot know what will happen next. The Oloris in the palace, you can't underestimate those women in the palace of Ile-Ife. You cannot. You cannot. Because you can be looking now, you go think say the Ifa priestess na him go conduct everything. You go think that the Ifa priestess na him go do everything. Maybe by 12 o'clock when the midnight ritual don't start, you start seeing different kinds of women. So you don't need to underestimate Oloris, the Oloris in the palace. You can't underestimate them. So my wonderful and correct people, I say make I greet you now before we continue to give that Tanda and Omongeji wey dey fly up and down from inside the palace of Ile-Ife. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you come across this our channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't forget to share and drop your comment on the comment section. And to those who come across our page for the first time, on your notification bell also, when our Tanda and Omongeji they come, now I go be the first person to see them. My correct and wonderful people, how una dey? How una take see this matter for inside palace? Yes. How una take see this matter for inside the palace of Ile-Ife? Because this one don't pass Kabiyesi, this one don't pass Queen Naomi. It's not involving Kabiyesi only. Both Queen Naomi also is in the matter. Yes. Both Queen Naomi also is in the matter. So my wonderful and correct people, looking at how everything done they be for inside the palace of Ile-Ife, looking at how these people them done they do all their things, what did they do for palace of Ile-Ife? Waiting we go talk, waiting we go do. Yes, waiting we go talk, waiting we go do. Now Queen Naomi has now what? Has now started exaggerating things. Queen Naomi wants to what? Wants to do a return back again. But they have started the thing, they have started the ritual. But she needs to be more what? Prayerful. Because in her own mind, let her just do everything just to what? For doing sake. That is only what we can tell her in the palace. Let her just do everything just for doing sake. It's only the way she can what? She can see how things are done. It's only the way she can what? She can imagine how they are going to do everything. Because my correct and wonderful people, this one we just enter our Procodex like this now. We say no, everything go just do up. Everything go just happen. Right now, the matter we done this up now. We say great warning as Pastor Jerry sent strong stem warning to Queen Naomi over the midnight ritual. My correct and wonderful people, how will not take Siam? Yes, because the gist we don't they come now. We say all of them don't they see say they don't feel do anything now. They are seeing that Queen Naomi is coming back to the palace. Do you know that Ashley has made a U-turn, saying that she no go do the DNA test for inside the palace and she don't plan to run away with the pikin? Yes, after the baby daddy don't come do this thing. So all of them in the palace right now, the ones who can stand are standing, and the ones who are not standing, they are running from pillar to post too. Yes, they are running from pillar to post. So my correct and wonderful people, we can chook mouth for this matter. Drop a comment on the comment section and we interact on the matters with the suffer inside the palace. I believe may I stay safe and then do well. Good luck, good news.